Good morning, church family and Facebook friends. Good to have you with us this morning. We've got a great bunch of recipes prepared for you today, and we've got several ladies that's going to be cooking for us, and so we're going to get this rolling so we can get through this and then we can eat. And first of all, we've got Edith, and she's coming to us. She's been here before, so y'all all know her, and we are going to do, or she's going to do, a pumpkin crunch for us. So let's get started, Edith.
Right. As y'all know, Thanksgiving's a week from today, and we're making pumpkin crunch. I am going to use a butter golden cake mix, okay, in this recipe. First thing you do is you take a can of pumpkin, which I already have open and be ready to use. Put it in here in my pan. I got everything here prepared. I've got my pumpkin.
Now, that's not the pumpkin pie.
No, it's just the pumpkin, the all natural, 100%, okay? I'm gonna put a can of evaporated milk in here. Shake the can up good. There you go. And pour that in here. You know, I don't like pumpkin, any form, shape, fashion, creamers, coffee, nothing. But this is about the only thing that I will eat when I make it. Cup of sugar, already pre-measured. And I'm gonna put, it's got 3 eggs in it. I got these eggs all prepared. We're gonna beat them up just a titch. Throw it in here. Just a titch. That's the way I talk. And I'm gonna add a teaspoonful of cinnamon. Close enough. Close enough for government work, because you used to work for the government. Okay. Got my whisk. I'm gonna whisk it up here. I discovered using a whisk is much better than a spatula when you're trying to mix spices. You know what I mean? I tried the spatula yesterday when I was making the other one. I just didn't like it, so I had to use my whisk. It doesn't take long to get this done. See how pretty and creamy that is?
Yes, that looks good.
Oh, if you like pumpkin, okay? And, oops, I'm going to pour this into a already greased 9x13 pan. Got my little trusty bowl here that it doesn't move when you put it on a table, if you put a mixer in it or anything like that. And I'll be sure to get all this out because some people like pumpkin. Now, plain and simple.
It's already looking good.
Plain and simple, isn't it? Totally plain and simple. Now, what I'm doing is with my cake mix here. I'm using the golden butter. It's better to use this versus the other kind, okay? And it says to put it all on top. You know how people just sprinkle it all out? I don't trust them. So I do it this way. Since I have sterilized my hands, I want to make sure that I get all this in here kind of evenly proportioned. Oops. How about that? Rinse my hands off just a titch.
I was wondering where that butter was.
I had that butter ready. And then you pour 2 sticks of melted butter. And thank you, Miss Deb, for doing this for me. Right on top. Anybody who likes butter. Got my trusty little thing here. I got all kinds of them. And guess what the last thing is? Ta-da! Pecans. Who doesn't like pecans besides me? I ain't not into pecans too much. I'm not a nut person. I may be a nut other ways, but I'm not a nut person. Don't you laugh, Danny.
That's not what Jim says.
I know, Jim's. What's that song when you feel like a nut? Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. We're gonna have to have a tea party at my house. Miss Donna wants us to get together and out there and get her done. Would you believe? This is it. This is it. You put it in the oven and you bake it 30 to 45 minutes. Now, let me show you what it looks like when we get it done. Ooh, it's still warm.
Oh, good. Oh, my. It looks delicious.
Now, the smell will knock you out. That's what it looks like.
And we'll get to sample some of that in
Yeah.
a few minutes.
And
yes.
that's it. And I have recipes. And thank y'all for letting me talk.
Well,
I want to say
thank
hello
you.
to all my RV friends, my sisters, and my cousin Brenda, who's
Okay.
in Murfreesboro, who can't be here. My friend Anisha, Ratchet. This is it.
All right. Good job. Good job. Well, that was a great recipe. I know you'll want to try this for the Thanksgiving holidays and Christmas. But it'll be a simple, easy recipe to make. And I've got one that I'm going to show you right quick, and then we'll have Quay to come up. But this is, I had asked Deb to do this, and she didn't really want to do the video, but she said we could share her recipe. And this is a recipe that she brings to all the dinners that we have and everything we have. And it's one of the first things to go. Everybody loves it. And it is so, so simple. You will want to have it for like an appetizer before your meal on Thanksgiving or appetizer for Christmas or whatever. But it's just one block of cream cheese softened, and you spread it in your pie pan and just spread it out. And then after you spread it out, you put your Pace's pecani sauce over it. And this recipe originated in the 70s. This is an old recipe that's been out for a long, long time. I think Woman's Day and Family Circle had this recipe in it. But it originated in, whoops, sorry about that, originated in the 70s. And so now we're gonna put 1 cup of Pace's pecani sauce over the top. And I'm not measuring. This is 16 ounces, and so I'm going to use about half of it. And then, after you do that, you take 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese, and Deb always grates her own cheese, and I like to grate mine too instead of buying it in the package already grated, because it melts a lot better and it even tastes better. So we're going to put 1 cup of grated cheese over this. Let's dump that in there. And this is going to go in the microwave for until the cheese melts, probably about a minute, maybe a minute and a half or something like that. But we're just going to stick it in the microwave until the cheese melts, and then we'll put it on our table with chips around it, and it makes a wonderful, wonderful dip. So that's all of this dip. So this is something else that will be real easy for you to do for the holidays. When family and friends are over, all you gotta have is pecani sauce, cream cheese, and your cheese and some chips, and you've got a nice little recipe ready. Okay, now we're gonna move on, and we're gonna have Miss Quay come and do a cheese ball for us. And she's going to describe how she makes it and show it to you. And
Good morning.
She's one of our new church members, and we are so proud to have she and her husband Lonnie with us. And so we're proud to have her here today.
Thank you. Well, basically, I have made a cheese ball, which is very easy to make. And the trick to it is you fry your bacon, and you chop it up first, and you fry the bacon, and then you put it on a paper towel and let it cool completely. Then you can crumble it up, which makes it easier to put in this and for it to go further. Then you don't have those big pieces. But you want your cream cheese, you take 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese and you let it come to room temperature. And then you put it in a bowl and you add your sour cream. You put your sour cream in there, and what I like to do is use the hand mixer to mix it up, but I like to put the seasoning, which is, it's 3 tablespoons of ranch seasoning, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and like I just put a couple of dashes of black pepper, and then it can mix the seasonings up with that cream cheese mixture, which just makes it even more even. Then after I do that, you're gonna add, you're gonna have your chopped green onion, and you chop that up and add it to the bowl. And you also add half a cup of Mexican cheese. I mean, you can really use any kind of cheese that you like, but it's not hot. It just gives you a little more variety of different types of cheese. So I add that to the bowl, and I add 1 1/4 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. Now, once you do that, you're gonna combine all that together, and I put about a handful of finely chopped pecans inside that mixture. Your other pecans are gonna go on the outside after it's chilled. But you just basically, you're gonna combine all that together, and I get some plastic wrap and put it on the plastic wrap, and it won't get your hands dirty, but you can form it into a ball. And when it's like this, because the cream cheese and the sour cream makes it pretty soft. I mean, it's not real bad, but it's soft. Then you're gonna want some help as far as forming that ball. I take the ball and put it in the refrigerator for just a short while where it'll start to set up, and then you're gonna take some of your pecans that are chopped, and you're gonna put them on a cutting board, and then you're gonna take some of the cheese, and a good thing to do, it's shredded, so if you can break it up a little bit so it's not long pieces in there, that helps a lot too. So you take that, and it says to add some of the onion, but I didn't do that. I just used the shredded cheese and the pecans, and I put it around the cheese ball, and then you're gonna put the plastic wrap on it and put it in the refrigerator to chill. And then you just take it out and put it on your plate with the crackers, whichever you like, or you could use pretzel chips or pita chips, however you like, and you serve it. Now, the trick to this is if you take it out a little early so it can come to, it's not hard as a rock, it'll be easy for you to spread on your crackers or whatever you're using it for. Now, and that's basically it. You can add to this or take things that you don't like out. I mean, if you don't want it spicy, you could add jalapeno. If you want it a certain kind of cheese or whatever, I mean, some people put poppy seeds on it. I mean, there's all kind of varieties, but the basic thing is it's just pretty versatile. Now, when you're entertaining, before you chill this, you could form it into little balls and put it in the refrigerator that way. And then right before you're gonna have your party or have your company over, you just take a pretzel stick and you stick it in the ball, and then it's easy to serve. You don't have dishes, you don't have all those kind of things. They just pick it up and plop it in their mouth. That's pretty easy because, when you have holidays, you don't want more dishes, or I don't.
That's right.
So that is my best little trick about that. And that's all I have, and thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, and this looks delicious, and we'll be trying this later too, so we'll move this right over here, and then Next, we've got Miss Janetta coming up here. And she's got some recipes she's gonna do for us, so let's get her tray over here and
Well, I told somebody a while ago they saved the best till last,
That's
but I know
right.
that Brother Danny would not agree with that statement, but that's okay. Let's see my coffee pot.
yes, okay, I'm reading it to you.
I'm dating myself as to age, which I'm sure I'm the oldest person in this room, by using a Corningware coffee percolator. Now, I've not percolated my coffee in a long time, so every year I use this for my hot spice cider. Let's see, Pat, I'm gonna sit that right there for a minute. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is pour my cider into the pot. Then the recipe only calls for 1 cinnamon stick, but these are kind of, if I could open the bag, these are kind of small, so I'm gonna put 2. Two cinnamon sticks. Then I've already got pre-measured here. I've got a 1/4 of a cup of white sugar and a 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And let's see, this is
This ain't got it in here. She's on.
where's my recipe? Because I forgot what this is.
Oh, it looks like.
What kind of spice this is. I've got 2 things
It must
mixed.
be allspice. Have you put allspice in there?
Okay, this is allspice and some other
And
kind
then
of
this
spice.
goes-
No, that goes
This
with
is
it.
cloves in allspice, I think.
Okay, that's what this is. Cinnamon, cloves, and allspice that I've got all mixed together here. Okay, that's it. Now Pat's gonna stir it up and she's gonna put it on the stove. So when we get ready to eat, oh, well, wait a minute, I forgot. This is not in the recipe, but I like the cinnamon red hots in it.
I bet it'll be
So
good.
I'm gonna put those in there. Okay,
Okay,
Pat's
I'll
gonna stir
take
it up,
this
put
and
it on the
stir it up,
stove,
Put it on the stove.
so it will get a little bit hot maybe. Okay, the next recipe that I have is an orange ginger fruit dip. Now, all this is an 8-ounce package of cream cheese and a jar of marshmallow cream, and you mix that together with a mixer. Then you're gonna add your ginger and your orange. Okay, now this is what I use for the orange peel. Okay, you buy it in the spice section. And then, of course, ginger, most everybody that does any cooking at all would have this stuff. And you mix this all up. Now, it's better if you put it in the refrigerator for just a little while. Okay, Pat's going to show you the finished product. You serve it with fruit.
Yes, here it is. Do you want to get a picture of that?
Now, on my fruit tray, I have pineapple, strawberries, the 2 different kinds of grapes, and then I have the little mandarin orange slices, and then I have a plum cot. It's a cross between a plum and an apricot, is what it is. And then, of course, here's your dip, and you just dip your fruit in your dip. That's it.
Oh.
These are very, very simple things to do. They don't take long, but they're really very, very good to serve around the holidays.
Yes, this would be another great recipe to have, to set on your table, to snack on before the main
Right.
dinner. And so, and it's very simple to make, and just pick you up some nice fresh fruit, and you've got something to snack on. So. and-
Now, the next recipe I want to share with you, like I said, I don't share this recipe with everybody. And if you have to cook for a large crowd, this is an ideal recipe. The title of the recipe is Elephant Stew. Now, what you need for this is 1 medium elephant, 2 rabbits, salt and pepper to taste, and a lot of brown gravy mix. Now, the directions: you cut the elephant into small, bite-sized pieces. Now, this should probably take about 2 months to do. Then you add your seasoning and enough brown gravy to cover. And you bake this at 465 degrees for 4 weeks. Now, this will serve 3,800 hungry people. Now, if you do expect a larger crowd, you may add the rabbits. But do this only if necessary, as most people do not like hair in their stew. Okay? So I want Brother Danny to try this recipe.
We'll see if we can have him on next month and make this.
So that concludes my presentation for today, and thank you, Pat, for
Well, thank
inviting me.
you. Thank you for being here. I'd like to thank all the ladies that shared their recipes with us today. And I want to thank Deb for helping me in the kitchen and keeping things rolling. And she also made a wonderful taco soup that we're going to get to sample here in a minute. And so we're just going to really get to share a lot of recipes and have a great lunch. And so, and I'd like to thank Steve. I don't think I've ever thanked him for doing the video for me, but I'd like to thank him. He does a great job. And thank all of you for being here. It was so much fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving and spend time with family and friends, and think of all the things you've got to be thankful for, because we all do have so many things to be thankful for. And you can go on Facebook. Are you going to come up and get this close? This is our new website, so you need to go on this is our new Facebook page, I'm sorry. You need to go on this site to pull up the videos. And so I think it's going to be maybe at the end of the thing. Did you get it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thanks again. Thanks for being here. And we're going to get ready and have something to eat here in a few minutes. And also, if you don't have a church home and you're looking for a church home, we'd love to have you come visit with us. This may not be the church for you, but whatever church you find, would be happy for you to wherever. So, but we'd love to have you visit here because we love this church. And so we'll see you next month with some wonderful Christmas recipes, and we'll probably have 4 or 5 ladies do some more demonstrations next month. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day.